The Socialist Green New Deal as promoted by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has drawn the attention of a major detractor in former Senator Joseph Lieberman, who is most notable for being Al Gore's running mate in the 2000 election that he narrowly lost to George W. Bush. The centerpiece of the Democrats' 2020 campaigns isn't going over well with those who live outside of the far-left bubble and who aren't influenced by the fear-mongering of those who claim that if the U.S. doesn't adopt the insane proposals, that the world will end in 12 years. Lieberman blasted the Green New Deal as a socialist manifesto in the latest criticism of his party's lurch into extremism and the embrace of the false utopian fever dreams of socialism. According to Lieberman, if the Democrats continue to follow OC, then they will become a losing party because, in a national election, voters will reject the extremism that is represented by the lunatic fringe base. Voter poll: do you oppose OC's Green New Deal? The former senator made his comments during an interview on Sirius XM's Breitbart News Daily. FMR. Senator Joe Lieberman gives his take on the hashtag Democrats moving further left, the hashtag Green New Deal, and the hashtag 2020 election on @Breitbart News Daily on SiriusXMPatriot125pic.twitter.com/JWIPK649, SiriusXMPatriot, @SiriusXMPatriot March 22, 2019 via Breitbart. Joe Lieberman, far left will make Democrats a losing party. I got into the Democratic Party as a young man when John F. Kennedy was president, and oh, it was a very different Democratic Party, reflected Lieberman. It was a strongly anti-communist party, committed to human rights. It was a pro-growth party, Lieberman assessed, but the party now is drifting left, and there is an interesting distinction. There's a difference between being a traditional liberal Democrat and being a far-left Democrat, and this is not a far-left country. Look at what's being talked about now. This Green New Deal, which is basically a socialist manifesto for the government to take over everything. I'm a big supporter of doing something about climate change, but this goes way beyond that, and the general talk about socialism, which to me means government ownership and control of more of our economy. It's just not who we are. The American people will never vote for that, so either the party comes back towards center-left, or it's going to be a losing party. Reps. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez DNY, and Ilhan Omar, DMN, are not representative of the broader Democrat Party, said Lieberman. The Democrats took back control of the House in last November's elections, but it wasn't because of Congresswomen Ocasio-Cortez or Omar, stated Lieberman. It was because a lot of center-left Democrats won swing districts, even Republican districts. They certainly weren't going to win those districts with a socialist platform. Nationwide poll: do you stand with Judge Jeanine? It isn't the first time that Lieberman has criticized the party's direction and its young socialist superstar, who he roasted in a Wall Street Journal editorial a month after OC's stunning defeat of incumbent Joe Crowley in the primary for New York's 14th congressional district. Former Democratic Senator Joe Lieberman comes out against Democratic Socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and urges voters to pick Joe Crowley in November. https://t.co/zvt9bw304, Fox and Friends First, at Fox Friends First July 18, 2018. According to Lieberman via the Wall Street Journal, Ocasio-Cortez is a proud member of the Democratic Socialists of America, whose platform, like hers, is more socialist than democratic. Her dreams of new federal spending would bankrupt the country or require very large tax increases, including on the working class. Her approach foresees government ownership of many private companies, which would decimate the economy and put millions out of work. Ms. Ocasio-Cortez didn't speak much about foreign policy during the primary, but when she did, it was from the DSA policy book, meaning support for socialist governments, even if they are dictatorial and corrupt, Venezuela, opposition to American leadership in the world, even to alleviate humanitarian disasters, Syria, and reflexive criticism of one of America's great democratic allies, Israel. Claim you're free, make America great again hat while supplies last. Tough words considering that Lieberman was chosen by Gore, who has long presented himself as the Pope of global warming. They should be heeded by those marginalized moderates who are horrified at the socialist cancer that is metastasizing throughout the Democratic Party.